What is the real issue with Sniper Ghost Warrior 3? Is it the lack of visual illustration that CI games put into the cutscenes? Or the unpleasant loading times that console gamers are forced to endure while moving from one area to another? Or is it just the fact that CI Games released Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 as a AAA game when any gamer knows deep down this game just doesn't cut it on several levels when being compared to a game of AAA status? I'm your boy Recon, and today we are going to look back at where Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 hits and misses during my experience while playing the game. First and foremost, I would like to get the fact that I am a console gamer out of the way, and that some of you PC gamers may have experienced this game differently than I did, especially with things like loading time issues. I personally played this game on Xbox One, and I have got to say that the 5 to 6 minute loading times that I was forced to face every time the storyline took me to a new area of the open world was not only disturbing, but I genuinely felt embarrassed for CI games. I was forced to spend the same amount I paid for a game like, let's say, Ghost Recon or even Mass Effect Andromeda, yet I felt like I was playing a game that was meant for a past-gen console. To put it bluntly, I felt ripped off. Now, this isn't to say that when this game goes into the sale bin that it isn't worth giving it a playthrough. There are some aspects of the game that can be luring to a tactical type gamer. The sniping dynamics on higher difficulties can be pretty energizing and entice some players to get fully engaged. The storyline, however, is pretty boresome and just overall felt half-assed. Of course, some people might respect the idea of pushing your way through enemy engagements that all feel seamless in search of your kidnapped/rogue brainwashed brother, but it just wasn't for me. CI Games does try to forge some character building moments, but falls short into the mispile with overdramatic ex-girlfriends that love to hate you and villains that just aren't that memorable.
Talking about a place called the Slaughterhouse.
The driving and vehicle selection in Ghost Warrior 3 are downright appalling. You have a choice of only one vehicle type, the Jeep, unless of course you bought the DLC and you have the buggy. The steering feels like something out of an arcade game, and when you find yourself trying to off-road, it feels almost impossible to keep your 4x4 stable. Yes, I understand that off-roading driving shouldn't be stable, but there is just zero control when you're not on a dirt path or a paved roadway. Also, if you hit too many bumpy areas, your Jeep will begin to tick, and eventually it's undrivable, not very realistic for an all-terrain vehicle. The AI is also just absolutely ridiculous. You are able to interrogate an enemy and have full-on questionings while another enemy stands only a few feet away with his back turned to you. Even when engaged in combat, the enemies will always go to your last known point of contact and stand there in a pile of retardedness, scratching their heads until eventually calling off the search.
There's no one here.
But with the storyline, loading times, and overall lack of next-gen framework to the side, CI Games did at least have one good hit with all the gun customization. They took the time to create a decent selection of sniper rifles, secondary weapons, and sidearms. The scope selection and additional attachments were enough to keep me busy while creating my loadouts. They even threw in a decent array of gadgets, including an upgradable spy drone. The idea of forging your own ammunition and items wasn't a bad addition either. With all this said, if a semi-alluring storyline with melodramatic moments and pretty decent tactical sniping components is something that might interest you, then Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is a good buy. But I can't with a good conscience tell you that I thoroughly enjoyed this game much myself, and I have to rank this game as a miss. But hey, not everyone shares the same opinion. So that's it on my hit or miss for Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the like button anyways. And for now, I'm your boy Recon, and I'll see you in my next hit or miss. Peace.